Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed, from tailor and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair!
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Boom. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind, morning show.
Yep, you already know what time it is. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. We do this every Monday through Friday, 9:15, 11:15, or whenever we want to end, because it's our shit. We have no limitations. Just be patient with us, rock with us. That's what we're doing. I do have a gas station chronicle, but before I even tell my gas station chronicle, I would like to let y'all know, anybody who want to donate to Miles Dixon, there's a book out here called Herbs or something. Anyway, y'all find it on TikTok. I must put the link in my comment if anybody want to buy it from me. Buy it for me for my birthday, my Earth Day, the worst day, the first day. Just get it from me, and yeah, that'd be cool. I really appreciate y'all. I'm just joking, but I'm gonna put the link in there anyway. I can buy it my damn self, but that little finger is tricky, ain't it? Ain't it, D? Move the chair. Just move the chair.
No, just say it. Just say it to me.
Just say it. She don't like to talk. Shani something different when Shani told me she talking with her eyes. I said, so what happened when you blink? Does that mean you stuttering?
Yes.
Okay.
That means help.
Okay. And,
I'm like, what? I'm trying to follow.
And anybody heard of Detroit Pistons Bad Boys? We got one of the Detroit Bad Girls and one of the only Lake Butlers with them.
This is the longest intro ever. I wasn't even in the room, and I had to hear it from all the way across the hallway. I'm happy I made it on time to stop it. Hey, everybody, what's going on? This your girl, Lake B. I am here with that guy and these two amazing women today. Happy Tuesday.
Hey, Lake, I like your shirt.
Yes, it took forever to get it.
At least you wore
This shirt is about 2 years old, and it's my first time wearing it.
That's so good.
It's been in his trunk forever. It was my Christmas, birthday, New Year's Eve gift.
Time too.
Finally, by Mother's Day, he actually made it happen.
That's what's up. That's nice.
No, it's not nice. It's really not nice. It's going to take you forever to get it. Just keep asking. Come back every week.
Went down.
Come back every week.
Maybe, just maybe.
You know what?
I don't know what, who, when, or
I
how.
would do shit just to piss you off. I got one right there for you, okay?
I don't give a damn. I hope it's too big for it.
See, that's
I
not
hope
right.
it's my size.
That's okay. That's not how you treat the new guests.
That's exactly how you treat them. Because you're home and your family. You know, we got to bring you right in.
Yeah.
We have to bring you right in.
Yeah, that started off strong up in here. It was like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I know that's right. Like, I hope you know.
Why you keep saying my name?
I like saying your name, baby.
Don't do that. Not in public, please.
I call you tonight, all right? Listen, so my gas station chronicle is kind of funny. It's kind of funny and weird because I go to Finco in Livernois all the time. You know, I went to try to get my coffee this morning, and Lake was kind of right.
To stop going into hood gas stations to get coffee?
Today
When you got a coffee maker? Who does that?
The first time today was the first day I seen mouse poop.
What?
Yeah, I seen it.
I told you a month ago there's mouse poop in there.
But you didn't believe,
But you didn't believe me.
Inside the gas station?
Yeah, inside.
That's where he's getting his coffee, inside the gas station.
Don't know when it was changed.
Even though they specialize in gas, he's getting coffee there. That's some weird shit to me. I don't know. But
I know a lot of people that do that, though, like just on the normal. So many truck drivers, that's just like they stop. I think it's a man thing.
Well, I think truck drivers stop at rest stops that specialize in resting, and then they clean their stuff and things. They just not on Finco. Like you ain't seeing no 18-wheeler on Finco.
That just so happened to be his environment. But I just seen him on 8 Mile for sure at a regular gas station. I'm telling you, it's a man thing. We don't care.
We do care. The thing is for sure, you get to see some crazy shit at the gas station.
And what did you see
today? I seen you pulling off at my gas station.
You ain't seen me pulling off from your gas station.
I'm sorry. No.
Not on Finkel.
No, I was downtown.
Today I just seen the kid saying, I want to know that before I buy this candy, I want to know, he just opened up in front of the attendant and just bit in it. And he was like, it's not right. He put it back. I was like.
How old was he?
He's like, maybe like 14, 15.
Where was his mom at?
I don't know.
You should have known.
No, wow, I don't know that heifer. Listen, so the funny thing was, he was right though. Gas stations sell you a lot of old ass candy. That gotta be Darnitha, I know it.
You see me hit my group.
It did me. Every time though, like I'm so tired of this every time. Like
yeah, but that's okay. You'll get it right.
That's why I'm a drop-in guest. Like I drop in, I come with a little sound, some disorder. It's never gonna be perfect.
That's okay, Tia. Listen,
he's getting me back.
I'm getting her back. She be calling Brittany Tia so much.
I swear on everything. I don't know why.
Anyway, y'all, today we have a beautiful show. We got Nicole and Darnitha with us. They're from a company called Legal Shield. That's right. They're going to tell you all about it, but they're going to join in with the shenanigans at the beginning. We're going to hop right into it. Let's go into the topic of the day. Topic of the day is, oh Lord, this Lake best one. Ooh, me and Lake gonna agree. Does free will actually cost us everything?
You say we going to agree?
We're going to agree.
Why? Because neither one of us are Christians? She wouldn't. I'm like, did she mean to send this to Brittany?
First of all, I am a breathing heathen. So let's get this party started.
Please do, because we do got a Christian on the line right here, y'all.
Really?
I was about to say, caller.
Perspective.
How are you?
What your mama on the line or something? You ain't one, are you?
Hey,
what are you talking about?
No,
I'm going to see sinners today just because I sin.
I know that.
Please just keep going. I ask everybody to just keep going, spending your money. I love black cinema, so
yes,
I think we should pour.
Shout out to Ryan Coogler. The movie has reached over $272 million. So that boy getting paid already again.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah, very impressive.
Mixed reviews. Mixed reviews I've heard about. I have not seen it yet.
I can't wait.
And the only mixed reviews you're getting from is us. We the only one. Man, this devil worshiping. Nigga, it's a vampire movie. You'll sit there and watch Atlanta Housewives now. That's
a crime.
Right.
No, that's exactly
the real witchcraft.
Right. That's the real witchcraft. That's the first attack on black families legally done. Anyway. I'm just very seriously.
So, topic
of the day. You know what, lady? That's why nobody like you.
I'm starting to understand why.
But I love you to death.
You can love me. You don't have to like me.
No,
Does free will actually cost us everything?
Yeah. Answer the question. Shit.
Everything costs everything. You know, I am a true believer in consequences in all ways. You know, I'm not necessarily a devout Christian where I go to church every Sunday, you know what I mean? But I know the Bible, I know the Lord, I know a higher power, you know, and I know first do no harm, right. You know, and I don't know what religious background you can believe in and not believe that first do no harm. Yeah. You know, regardless if you're able to, doesn't mean that you should. You know, so I think at the end of the day, everybody can agree on that, regardless of where you come from. Even people who are atheists aren't usually, they're not believers in bad or devil worshiping. You know what I mean? They believe in being good people. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, we're coming in an age right now where people feel like they can do and there are no consequences. Yeah. And that is the scariest thing.
That be that bullshit.
I mean, it is the BS. Like, me and my brother got into a conversation on Sunday about the young lady, and this is allegedly a young lady shot 3 dudes at a... I told you don't be talking when I'm talking. Okay, I think everybody think it's 3. But allegedly she shot 3 men at the Foot Locker on 8 Mile. Mm-hmm. My brother's like, well, they were jumping on her boyfriend and her life was on the line. And I'm like, wait a minute, they were jumping on her boyfriend. That doesn't put her life on the line. And even as a person who has a CCW, they don't say you can shoot somebody because y'all fighting or somebody next to you is getting beat up on. That is not the rules. Because just because you have a gun doesn't mean you have a right to use it. And I'm like, they're going to throw the book at her. And he's like, no, they're not. She'll get off. No, she allegedly. I don't believe so.
I believe she don't get off because she turned herself in, right? And when a person turns themselves in, they got a good case because a female will run. Because a female go to any state, anywhere, get a job real quick, don't need too much of anything, and live her life separately, right?
Not in this age.
Well, I can't agree with you, Blake, on that one. However, with this one, I know some certain inside stuff too. It wasn't just she shot at them because they were jumping on her boyfriend. They shot because other people had guns too. You feel me? So it was a little bit of gunplay going back and forth. We'll see soon though. The record's gonna show today. The whole thing coming out today. An affidavit which she signed because she turned herself in.
Right. So basically, we need to know the whole story before. You know, but to make an opinion.
And I'm happy you guys.
No, we don't. Her ass could have shot in the air. What's wrong with shooting in the air and that causes caution?
No, they had guns too. The guys who got shot had guns.
They can have guns, but allegedly. there's a reason that a lot of things in the world you shoot in the air and it causes panic to run, to break away, to that sense of urgency to move. Now,
but you still don't know the circumstances, though.
You look so.
Shoot in the air, but if you have another gun pointed at you, you shoot in the air or shoot at the first person
to shoot in the air. Usually, when you hear the shot,
light scan coming through. Come on.
When you hear, all I'm talking about is options, though. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm just talking about real life options of sometimes you and you will be crazy to not act like you have never been a mother bear to protect whomever you love, right? So the story can say boyfriend, but what if it was son? Do that change the circumstances? So exactly,
because my son, because my family gonna put money on my books if I protected my son. If I protected my boyfriend who's been cheating on me, they probably won't even come visit.
Exactly. So
I better have legal shit.
Right. And that's why we're here today. So that's why I feel like even within bad decision making, right? There's other options, you know.
And one of the things I know,
we go so quick to attack, though.
Right. I know they're saying that the other people had weapons or whatever. Yeah. So she must have been a bad shooter. Pop, pop, pop. Because if 3 of them, how all 3 of them get shot? She went for the one that had the gun first, and the other two didn't have nothing. I mean, because I'm like, not to make it light, because these are lives on the line. Lives was lost.
Absolutely.
Her life can possibly be lost because you're not going to get out of this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like even if it's a lighter sentence, she's going to have to pay something. Her life is going to be changed forever.
Yeah.
And we as black people need to understand we're not white. We can't go around doing things and don't think they're not going to figure out a way to put us under the prison, you know.
For sure.
And I get locked up for a day. I feel like it was over. It was locked. So eulogize me.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna make it.
Absolutely.
Like that sound like mouth soup and a coffee. That's how.
Make sure you're on the right side of the law.
Forever.
Always.
Her life changed forever from the decision that she made. To,
my boy that's a police officer said, dog, she must be remarkably an incredible shoot.
She had to be a incredible shot.
Yeah, because he said, dog, well, first of all, I heard allegedly there was the one got shot ran off. He ran off. So he was. Oh,
she shouldn't even shot him.
No. When he shot him, when she shot him, he got the hell on. You know what I mean? So he wound up being reported at St. John's Hospital later that day. But the three that stayed because they couldn't move. They were the two of them that was dead there on site, and one survived on site, and the other one was reported there was four of them together. Foot Locker was unable to release the video, but the videos would 9 times be released anywhere in the next 72 hours.
And one of the that's sad part about the whole thing, when you go back to free will, just because you could whoop somebody's ass don't mean that you should. You know what I mean? Like people need to stop putting their hands on people and putting people in situations where they feel afraid. Right. You know, we need to teach our children better. Like this bully age of just putting people in a place where they feel on the defensive. Everybody is on the defensive. Right. Everybody got a knot in their stomach, you know,
constantly.
But I think bullying was worse back then than it is now. Cyberbullying may add the extra drops, but bullying back then, I used to get my ass whooped.
Well, it all depends on how strong you are as a person. Like,
evidently, I was strong enough to take them punches. Goddamn it, late. Don't play with me.
Right, but I'm saying, like, you were strong enough to take the punches, but you can't hit on these kids because they wasn't getting beat. They don't get beat on by their parents. You know what I'm saying? Words hurt.
Shit, right.
What parents? You know, like we're in a very sensitive time right now.
We are.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree, and I think that you know, with people being on edge so much, that's really why it's time for people to smarten up, though.
Yeah.
And think differently.
And like I told my boy, he would say something, I don't know why people do crimes, because you're not going to get away.
I have not seen just recently, I think I talked about this last week, but my homeboy was supposed to be on the run. He ain't make it. He like, you got a call from Saginaw Correctional Facility. I'm like, hello? Hey, baby, they got me. I'm like, damn, you were supposed to go to the bus station. Like, you knew you was on the green dot camera. They told him in virtual court, like, we have a warrant out for your arrest. He like, you won't be getting me today. They like, bullshit. And they got him. Like, run. If you gonna run, like, don't stop.
Yeah.
When they say pass go.
You can tell your friend that, you know, with these legal shield services, we can really help him because he can have a right to an attorney at a very minimum wage.
In prison?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? I don't.
We're Legal Shield, not illegal shield, but you know, we'll get into that as well. But we do have services for all.
Well, the one thing I know about prisoners is that I'm not suggesting anything that takes monetary need to a prisoner, because then they start asking you to put stuff on their books or asking you to, can you take care of my legal I need my own legal shield. You know,
that might be $30 his mama, or you know, whatever their fee is that his mom might want to invest in.
Well, I know I have my own son. I may have to be Mama Bear one day because we have to protect our black boys because people aren't leaving them alone.
Yeah, that's why we're here today.
Yeah. But you see what that police officer, the police officer killed a young man. And then his father ran his ass over the next day.
I don't even think it was the same officer, though.
No, it was the same officer.
Are you sure?
I'm not.
Or it was just a officer? he ran over whichever one. That was a bad lottery pool.
I heard about that.
I think he just ran over the first one he seen.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's trauma.
I mean, but
now he may get off.
Yeah,
temporary insanity.
Yeah. Could be.
That's trauma.
But he's black man. He ain't
getting off.
Everybody like, no.
Everybody
you know what? Again, that's going back to the free will.
Right.
That's going back to free will.
Thank you for pulling us back together.
Nicole, we need people like you.
I'm happy she here.
You know, that is going back to free will does come at a cost.
Yeah.
You can't do what you want to do.
Right.
Especially bad.
Unless you have legal chill.
No, you still can't.
That's still illegal.
It still comes at a cost. But there's no. I think the difference is, because I'm looking around at the table. I mean, we're fairly, similar in.
Don't say age because Miles old as hell. Okay.
But in a time, but at least
me and Shani young. Nicole.
But at least,
at
least in a time period where we were taught, I'm assuming, at least some type of conflict resolution.
Absolutely.
But even in those bully situations where elementary school or high school, we just fought it out, a good fist fight, and then we were friends maybe the next week or the next day, and then you went on about your business. Everybody is so wound up right now,
Nicole,
constantly.
Your ass ain't had no fist fight.
No, actually I did.
Oh, really?
I had
Stop
not
playing
a lot.
with Nicole. She down river with it.
Not a lot. Not a lot. But what was that about?
I know they
what was that about?
You from downriver?
Yeah, from downriver.
Okay, hold on.
I'm from Inkster. We next door neighbors.
I knew she was gonna say Inkster.
I really grew up a lot in my family's neighborhood. So I was between like Southwest Detroit. West side of Detroit,
Mexican town.
So yeah,
Damn,
I got it all. Like don't let the soft face fool you.
Okay, so,
but going back, it was just a different time. But everybody is so sensitive, so wound up. You couple that with no type of conflict resolution learned. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just that's how people handle things now, and they think they have free will to do whatever they want to do. As soon as something goes wrong, they want to pull out something, pull out a gun. They want to pop you. They want to stab you.
But I'll tell you this, and I know that.
You see why Nicole's my mentor.
I know you guys. I don't know if you guys are parents, Miles. I know you're a parent. In the case of the father, I don't know what that grief and pain would feel like, and last Sunday, a lot of people don't know that was bereaved Mother's Day, and nobody even paid attention and honor how many parents have to live on without their children. I don't know what state of mind I would have been in the next day, which makes it a little like, I wonder if it was even an act of free will or if you even knew what your actions were, because that's the type of pain and grief that I wouldn't wish on anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hope that even if he was willing to sacrifice himself for justice for his son, because I still think that we live in a time where officers get away with taking lives and they exercise that free will, and then they don't get penalized for hurting our people or people, period. And that's part of the issues that we have here in society, why people are wanting and willing to fight back, because this young man, everybody like he was running and this, that, and the other, but it's kind of like what you said. If he was running, how did he get shot?
Why did she shoot him?
Right, like, I mean, eventually he gonna get caught.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Your legs get tired. Some niggas can run forever.
Seriously though.
Now when you got gout.
Now when you got gout, well, you probably just turn yourself in. Gout man.
First of all, like this go for people who been victimized too. Like I had a friend of mine. He got shot 14 times. Right? Wow.
Was 50 Cent?
No, he got shot 9. But really, you can wait on that one, Shani. It was so what happened was, and then I said, dog, why don't you leave out of town? You know?
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, I know what I'm gonna do, nigga. You know what I'm gonna do, man. 2 months later, he got killed.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother was like, you coming to the funeral? Nah, nigga. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because if you would did what I told him, it wouldn't be no funeral. You know, because I'm not that type of person. Because I know if they're ignorant enough to kill him 2 months after they shot him, what's gonna happen at that funeral?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So something did happen at that funeral. It didn't jump off, but it jumped off. So I don't know if you remember, somebody got shot at a funeral like about a year ago, and that was his funeral. And all I said was, if somebody do something to me, you don't have to worry about me staying around. And if I'm gonna do something, it won't be right then and there. I ain't trying to come back. You would think, he ain't thinking about that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit up and act like nothing just happened.
Yeah,
and,
that's insanity.
Tell that nigga I'm looking for him. Nope, you don't have to worry about that with me, because my house be gone. I'll be somewhere in the Bahamas, somewhere chilling. You know what I mean? I'll take my.
How you ain't got no money?
You don't need no money in the Bahamas.
You just gotta get there.
That money to get there. He gonna just take a $400 cruise and never get back on the boat.
Right.
Hey,
whatever, however it works.
Yeah,
however it works. I hear that.
My boy speaks Spanish. He went to, I forgot the name of the country, but he speaks Spanish really well. He never came back.
Good for him.
He was like, dog.
I'm talking about.
He said, dog, I ain't coming back. He said, that's it for me.
Yeah.
He said, Detroit, hey, look, I had a good time. He's 40 years old, and the money they talking about, I'm straight. I could have $40,000 here and live like a king. Mm-hmm. I can make $20,000 a year American money and live like a king here. He said, I'm straight.
Now I do have a question. It's
Darnitha.
What the?
Okay. Well.
I mean, and sometimes my mouth move and his voice comes out. It's okay. So, Darnitha, I have a question for you, because you mentioned that you are a believer, you are a Christian, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that the free will that was given to humans have gotten out of line and is leading us to damnation?
I mean, I feel like absolutely in a sense, but I just feel like it's written so with understanding that it's going to happen. The power in knowing that things are, they go from good to bad and it's a cycle and a circle. I think with recognizing that there's a cycle or a circle of things that's happening, the best thing you can do is change your decision making. So that's where the aware and unaware comes and that's where the good decisions, bad decisions, and how you move in entertainment, how you move in your livelihood, how you move with your ethics. I think those are the things that just determine how you can handle all of the negativity that's around you. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
And then just having faith, that just adds to it, but having faith is what really is leading you into those areas to make certain decisions that can be on a better end for your life. So that's why I enjoy it. And honestly, just knowing the stories in the Bible helps me decision make.
Right. I understand that.
So something to lean on for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking like the end of days and how things are happening so rapidly over and over and over again. We're seeing the same stories over and over again. And it's like people are stuck in a loop. They're not even making a new decision. You know what I'm saying? They the fight or flight thing. Like I just told somebody I would fight anybody. You know what I mean? But I'm afraid to even have confrontation because I don't think they will ever put their fists up anymore. Right. I think we are definitely in a place where they like, well, she wanted to fight me. I was afraid for my life, so I shot her. Like, why? Like, I just, what happened to an old school fight? Like, I can take a loss.
Right.
You know what I mean? But conflict resolution with our fist. You know what I mean? Like, you want to just end the battle.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm sorry, not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
That's what's so cool about, like, mental health, right? Because really, what I found out is that the battle is not... It's not just in the spirit, it's in the mind. You know, so this is our money maker up here. This is our most our brain is so amazing on levels that I feel like we don't even know and really stretch to how we can learn in different ways. So when you're learning and you changing the way you move and how you make your decisions and what's the outcome you're trying to object, I think that's the part that's not stretched enough on how we really need to think our way out of this, our way through situations, because an argument changes when it's the conversation that gets escalated.
We have a caller. Hey, caller, how you doing?
Good morning, Lake. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Dorian.
Did he say good morning, Lake? Good morning, everybody. I'm Lake, and this is everybody. That's going to be my new record.
Let me make this real quick. Free will is a gift and a curse given to us by God.
Yeah.
Look at animals. They have no free will. They do what they're naturally intended to do. Us humans aren't. We have free will. We have choice. It's called id. And the problem is, as we evolve, as we supposedly supposed to evolve, we tend to not think about the past. Everything that is happening now has happened before, and it will continue to happen because we don't put an emphasis on his story. We don't put an emphasis on resolution. Like, we're the only creatures on the planet that will kill you with a smile. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
We're the only creatures on this planet that can kill with impunity. Other animals do not do that. We have to realize that we're animals on this planet as well, yet because we are physically incapable of being at the top of the food chain from a physical aspect, use weapons, and we'll turn on each other. You know, so not surprised any of this ignorance occurs often. And if you notice, a lot of it's domestic violence. Some woman got shot last night, matter of fact, on the east side.
Wow.
It's daily now in Detroit. And believe it or not, 50 years ago, we had over 750 homicides in Detroit. You know what? Listen, history. You know what there were? What was it about? Everybody was upset. We were coming out of a post-riot. The city was going, literally, the jobs were leaving. And you had a lot of domestic violence, people who know each other, killing each other. It wasn't just drugs or crime the way we wanted to think about in the 80s, like, you know, the fantasized view of the crime life. Most of your murders are occurred by someone with a gun that lives with someone with or without a gun. So we make our own beds, yet we don't want to pay attention to history because it's boring. Oh, that's the past.
Right.
And so this is how we end up in this. So I don't sit here and think, oh wow, this is off the chain or it's much more violent. No, it was way more violent in the past.
Is this your definition of I'm gonna make this quick? I love you. I love you, cuz.
Hey, Dorian. The hell with Lake. She was so happy when you said, hey, Lake, and everybody.
I know. I love the fact that he's in the bathroom and he decided to call us. Go.
I gotta go. I'll call back.
Oh, you do gotta go?
Stand by, though.
Stay black.
Okay. Well, thank you for what you stated, Dorian, because to be honest, we are in that time, though. We are. You know, we know that there's things happening every day, and we know that there's so much. The anxiety is high, and everybody's kind of like just on 10 because it's kind of like that. What's next? It's like we're kind of standing, waiting on, what's next. And with being at this time, that's really why what's so great about what we do at Legal Shield, because we really are helping people kind of just take the things that's going on all around us and really shift, the ease in a different direction.
Do you think when people have tools like Legal Shield that they're less likely to commit certain crimes and things because they understand the need to have defense?
Absolutely, Nicole. When you're ready to start, Miles, I'm telling you, what we doing and how we helping people is next level. That's why I'm so excited about it.
It is. I'm super excited about it. As you can see, I know when I came in the business 2 years ago, when I found out about it, I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah.
One of my best friends had brought it to my attention initially because my daughter had started her online digital marketing business, and a friend of mine had brought it to my attention, and she's like, you can get access to these. You can get access to these.
One second, I'm sorry. Hey, caller, how you doing? Are they there? Okay. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Go ahead, Nicole.
Oh, that's okay. So
you forgot where you was at?
Oh, yep. So my best friend. Look, yeah. But just going back, my best friend had brought it to my attention, when my daughter started her online digital marketing business. And of course, I wanted, all the I's dotted, the T's crossed. And then I wanted her to, open up her business correctly. And in order to do that, I wanted to, hire an attorney, a business attorney, to make sure everything was all taken care of. And of course, I knew that would be, very, very expensive. And my friend brought it to my attention that we could tap into a whole network of attorneys at a low monthly rate. And I'm like, wow, how do we do that? And so, she invited me on a informational Zoom call, and I got this information, got her signed up. And, when my daughter called me and she's like, I'm talking to the attorneys, they're getting my business, structure set up, my LLC, they're handling all my paperwork. I'm calling the law firms like a few times a day. And I'm thinking in my mind, this is adding up, but it was all in that low monthly rate. And I was just thinking, like a light bulb clicked off in my head, and I'm thinking like, this information needs to get to the community. Mm-hmm. I'm like, so many entrepreneurs and business owners, they are excellent at what they do at their business, but they may not know all of the legalities.
Right. I just, just recently, this happened twice. It's a hall. I don't know if it's two separate halls, but they both shut down. One friend of mine, she was having a wedding yesterday. They called her on Sunday, said it was being shut down. I get a call yesterday from another client saying that the hall that he had